Hey everybody, welcome back to Let's Play The Binding of Isaac Afterbirth. I'm not, and I'm going to take another crack at this brains challenge. Oh god, this challenge, guys. I'm not a fan of it. Not at all a fan of this challenge. So I've been doing a lot of reading lately, and it's a thing that I do a lot of depending on kind of how I feel at the time is the funny thing about it. Like, I'll just get on a kick, and I'll just go, okay, I just want to read everything. You know, I just want to get out there, I want to find some books, I want to get some stories I've never read before. And then I'll also want to read stories that I have read before, things I've, you know, enjoyed in the past, do a little bit of rereading, and do a lot of, oh, that really sucks. So do a little bit of rereading, and then a lot of, new stuff. So one thing I wanted to do, you know, Terry Pratchett was a favorite author of mine. Really have enjoyed a lot of his work, a lot of his stuff. So I decided that, you know, given his somewhat recent death, I decided I wanted to go back and kind of read everything he has done. Didn't quite do all of it, but pretty much every main Discworld novel, for example, I went back, went through, read them all, and then even read some of the side stuff, which, not a huge fan of some of the side stuff, but like stuff like Maurice and his Educated Rodents and stuff like that. Ow, okay. Was, you know, enjoyable, and I had never read that one before. I know there's God, I wish I could play Judgment and not have to worry about it. Stuff like, what's a good example? Didn't reread Last Hero. Kind of ignoring the Tiffany Aching series just because I didn't really enjoy it all that much the first time I read some of them, so I thought I would just kind of leave them be. But it was enjoyable, but there's this, you know, there's a sadness when you finish reading a series, you know, there's a sadness when you finish reading a book, you know, a really good book. It's like saying goodbye to a friend that you know you're not going to see for a good long time. But when you get past that, there's also a tremendous sadness when you finish, you know, reading all there is to read. And, you know, I have, you know, kind of a feeling that there will never be, for me at least, quite as good of a, as some of those books. You know, the knowledge that we have lost Sir Terry, and he will never again write one of these. Where the hell is this secret room? That he will never again write some of these books that I loved so much, some of these characters, some of this stuff I will, you know, there won't be anymore. You know, I really enjoyed all of the stories of Moist von Lipwig and all of his stuff. Sam Vimes is one of my favorite characters of all time, and kind of the knowledge that you never get those back. That, you know, there will never be another novel where you get to read about their lives. The thing I do enjoy is that pretty much every major thing, every major plot point that I wanted to read a little about and learn more about, things that I was, you know, that I wanted to hear, thankfully, pretty much every major one got hit. You know, Terry Pratchett was able to finish all of those to my general satisfaction, which is awesome. So there's not a, you know, a sense of loss on that, because that stuff, those stories, you know, what is, you know, how did Sam Vimes do with his child? You know, how did that go out? How did goblins end up doing after Snuff? How did, you know, did Moist and Adora Bell eventually ever get married, and what is that relationship like? You know, I have answers to that stuff, so it's always fun that, you know, the death of the author did not cost you those long-standing answers, which, you know, could definitely happen. You know, it's always, when you lose a creator like that, you, there's a chance that, god, this goddamn thing, stop moving! There we go. When you lose a creator like that, there's a chance that you'll lose those stories, or not as much, lose is not the right answer, but that the answers will never come. You'll never get to hear what would become of all that stuff. So I always, you know, it feels good knowing that stuff, that a lot of these things got finalized. There's some things I would want to know, that, of course, we'll never get to. But, you know, there's a definite sadness, I think, You know, I'm going to go for this, even though it's not necessarily the best plan. I'm going to go for this in case I get something better than Blue Candle. But, you know, there's a definite sadness, I think, in me at the stuff I never get to see again. And it's a very different thing. I don't know of any other author who has quite such a large body of work that I've ever read that I also feel similarly about. I mean, you know, people like Isaac Asimov has a huge video game. Yeah, Isaac Asimov, if you didn't know about his gigantic video game library that the man produced about his Foundation series. But I read Isaac Asimov, and the problem is, like, I love Asimov and I love all of his stuff, but my issue with his things is that he has, you know, he has that seriousness about him, and it's a very different feeling for his work than it is for something like Terry Pratchett. Terry Pratchett always had this kind of not only liveliness to his stuff, but this sense of a sense of wonder and a sense of fun and play that I don't necessarily see in Isaac Asimov's books. Oh crap! I was waiting for that too. So you know, that's how I ended up feeling about it, is that this stuff is there and I can't get it back, and it's kind of, you know, it's kind of saddening in a way that you can't get it back. And at the same time, you know, there's the knowledge that you can always go back and reread. But, you know, there's also the distinct feel that, yes, you can, but, you know, it's like going to a cemetery to see the, you know, the grave of a friend you lost. Yes, you know, you have memories, and you have good memories of things that, that you had together. Okay, not bad. Oh. I'll take it. You have these memories of, oh. I didn't know about that interaction. Okay. Huh. You know, you have memories of things that you did together, and they may be very good memories indeed, and you may cherish those memories, but there's also the certain knowledge at the end of it that that's all it is memories. Yes, you had this wonderful time with this friend of yours, but, you know, it's also, they're done, and while you're remembering it, they are no more. Okay, well, that happened. Let's not go to that room. So it's a sad thing, and at the same time it's happy, because I had a lot of fun over the past couple of months, past 2.5 months, 3 months, going through all those books and rereading them, and you know, not only reliving. Okay, so I'm now Bob. I can't remember. Does this make me immune to bombs? I don't think so. I think it just lets me leave creep now. And Cricket's head, I don't think, does anything for me. You know, now I can go, and there's a couple more things I have to do. I haven't done, I did all the Discworld novels, but I still have to go redo the Bromeliad trilogy, which I'm going to enjoy, because those books are interesting in a different direction. And I may go reread the Tiffany Aching stuff and, like, Last Hero, just for the sake of kind of knocking those out and enjoying those before I move on. But what I don't know is where I'm going to go next. There's a couple authors that have very large bodies of work that I am looking forward to trying. I do want to go through and read, for example, Larry Niven and a very large amount of his stuff, because I loved The Ring World, for example. And all of those books, they were incredibly enjoyable, in my opinion. So I really want to go and redo those at some point. I don't know when I'm going to do that. Blank card. If I can find a way to make that work. Can you guys stop running? But yeah, it's a sad thing. And it's very different from a feeling that you get when you just finish a good book. You know, you finish a good book and it's, oh, well, you know, it's all self-contained, I think, is part of it. It's the difference between a normal book and and this feeling. Okay, we're just gonna leave then. I mean, this is a different feeling. This is a series. This is, you know, 40 some odd books with characters, some of which who stick around for a very long time. Some of the characters in the Terry Pratchett books, you know, you'll see over the course of, like, you know, 9 or 10 books. Like, you see them a long time. You get to know them. It's the difference between a friend you met just yesterday and a friend you've known for your entire life. So I gotta go back and redo those. But there's definitely a number of books that I want to try out. A number of authors that I either never gave their due or didn't know about. I do not want that. Okay, let's make some room. This is not going to be enjoyable. See, I gotta figure out, I've got to find out where my taste lies. 'Cause I used to really like sci-fi books. I used to really enjoy them. And not so much now. Now I'm on more of a fantasy kick. So I've got to figure out where what I want to be reading. I am very large. And I may or may not be in charge. I haven't decided that just yet. Okay. We'll just keep doing this. Oh, dear. Well, I'm just gonna die then, apparently. Okay. That's good. I like that. And I've got to redo this fight. That last second, last shot at me, that jerk shot, was terrible. Okay, and unfortunately I do not get Deal with the Devil this floor. That's fine. I don't really have any interest of going back to that curse room, so we're just going to move on. See, I got to decide where I want to go. There's some very famous stuff that I never really gave time. Stuff like the Dragon Riders of Pern, I believe it is. I always heard great things about and never gave them the time of day. I read like half the first book and kind of left it, because at the time that wasn't my, yeah, we'll go for that. That wasn't in my wheelhouse. It wasn't really a type of book I liked, and now I think I want to give that one another try. Let's go ahead and not die to this stuff, please. Thank you. Okay. This feels like this is what you have to do on this run, is, there we go, is really get another form of damage that you can use. Okay, there's nothing I can do about that, so just skirt around that stuff. Okay, I would not mind getting a bomb upgrade. I didn't get one, unfortunately. I wouldn't have minded. Would have been nice. See, I want to do that. I may actually go do Asimov. I'm very much tempted. Yeah, we're gonna do this. I'm very much tempted to go do Asimov and read through the stuff that I never read, Robot Dreams, and I think there's one more Foundation book I've never read. I think it's the final one. So I might go do that. So stuff like that that's kind of on the horizon. But I got the Kindle app for my phone, and for some reason that app just works so well for me. Being able to just, you know, flick through the thing on my phone, it works so much better for me than even the Kindle did. And I was a big proponent of my Kindle. I loved that thing. But it seems a lot better with that app. Yeah, can you not? Okay, let's grab that stuff. But being able to flick through, you know, I can read fairly quickly. I can enjoy it. It's fun. It's a lot easier for me too, because I'm going to be at work and I read on my breaks. So being able to just flip through a book on my break and, you know, have it saved, I don't have to carry things around with me. It's so very convenient. Let's go this way. Well, that was inconvenient. just have to be very careful when I fire off the, blue candle, because the brains like to fire, too. Which is irritating. Oh, God. Okay, got 2 there. Let's get rid of you. Awesome. And... no? Not gonna get you? Okay. If I could get flight and explosive resistance, those are the 2 things that I really need. See also health. No. Kinda tempted for Box of Friends, but I don't think the interaction would work out to my favor. Okay, let's go explore up a little bit towards here. I really want to go into that curse room, but I think it would probably just be a terrible idea that would not work out in my favor. So, not going to go to that boss trap room. You know, we have plenty of that type of stuff. Okay, that was bad. Okay, do your thing. Okay, where are you? Ow. Fire, please. Thank you. Okay. Something good? Kind of. Okay, where do they want me to go? I'm going to the dark room on this one. I'm not gonna fight. Just no point. Well, that was a pleasant end to that floor. That wasn't bad. Fire, please. Thank you. Okay. But yeah, if there's any people who read as voraciously as I do out there, feel free to leave recommendations in the comments. I don't really enjoy nonfiction, but I do enjoy fiction, especially fantasy, as you might have guessed. Hard and/or, I think, like, hard sci-fi or soft sci-fi, I guess, are the 2 phrases people like to leave. I'm good with both, or hard fantasy and soft fantasy, high fantasy. Hard sci-fi, soft sci-fi, doesn't really matter to me. I enjoy the story. I enjoy seeing what happens to characters, how they get out of things. I tend to kind of like curl up with a good book, and a couple hours later, you will find me again, and I've been in another world the entire time. And I really enjoy that type of reading too. I enjoy that type of, you can sit down and you're gone. You're in a completely different universe. It's not always that characters are relatable in that way. And I do find that really sad. I find it sad when characters are, that they don't have that relation with you. You don't have that relationship. And it's always very saddening to me when the author can't develop that kind of connection to their audience. Feels like a failing. There are some authors who are very good at it. There's like, I felt that this gives you an idea of my reading taste. I enjoy like young adult stuff just because I don't feel like dealing with all the crap that other ones like to come up with. But like not 100% sure why I placed that down there. But I really enjoy reading stuff like Harry Potter and stuff like that because, you know, there's a distinct like thing. There's a distinct connection. Okay, I'm not hitting that. There's a distinct connection that you get to have with the character, especially if you grew up with it like I did, because the characters grew up at the same rate you did, which was absolutely fantastic. That really sucked. I did not expect that. Yeah, the characters grew up at the same age I did, so when I was 11, they were 11. When I was 12, they were 12. And that was an awesome connection that you can have with the character. But just making it relatable, making the character not perfect, but also not, like, some authors like to make their characters, in order to make them not perfect, they make them so not perfect. They make them as douchey and uninteresting as humanly possible. Which is, it's sad, you know? Like, you ruined the character for me. I can't enjoy this character anymore because of the crap you did to them. We're gonna grab Rotten Baby. And we're gonna leave. But there's this big douchebaggery. You can do it to your character. You can make them a jerk. And, man, I would have loved that on the last run when it was actually usable. And a lot of authors make them like that, or make it so they have, you know, the big thing you don't want to make your character is a Mary Sue, right? You don't want to make them perfect. So a lot of authors go in the exact opposite direction, and they just start adding on imperfections. You know, let's make this character so unperfect that you can't enjoy them. And there's a certain amount there's an amount of back and forth. It's very hard to make a character feel like a person, like they're unique. And I understand that. I'm no fantastic writer. You know, I don't have that skill. But you know, it's just one of those things. You know, it's let me connect with the character. Give them enough wrong with them. Give them enough imperfections that they feel human. But don't steal the rest from me. You know, allow me to have the hero. They don't have to be a huge hero. You know, they can be the Office hero, right? You know, they may be a wimp. They may suck at life, but there's just this one moment where they become a big deal. You know, think Arthur Dent from Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. Biggest wimp, does not want to be there. You know, does not want to have to deal with all the crap he's dealing with, but he does. And every so often, Arthur has that one moment where you sit there going, "Oh God, that was fantastic." You know, Arthur was a hero for a second there, and that's the moment that we should be able to have, in my opinion. That's what makes the book fun for me is that redemption moment. Maybe not, redemption isn't even the right word, really. Let's kill that guy. Like, they don't have to be... Why am I carrying this? They don't even have to be redeemed of anything. So redemption is totally not the right word. But there's a moment where the hero actually becomes the hero. You know, that's actually a thing they turn into. They go from, you know, the nothing to the everything. And I love that moment. I wish more books did that. I wish more books, you know, learned that skill. And again, it doesn't have to be a big thing. It doesn't have to be you saved the world. It may be that you had the toner for your copy machine on time, and you all of a sudden the merger goes through because of you, or some shit like that. But you were the hero for someone. It's fun when that's the story. I enjoy Trials and Tribulations as much as the next guy, but at some point, I need less trial, less tribulation, more win. More win, less wine. Okay. Now, the good news is we are having a fairly profitable run. I've been taking a little bit more damage than I would really prefer to take, so hopefully we'll find a little bit more health. I'm trying to find our shop, and I'm having a little bit of trouble finding it. Then again, we are on depths too. I think that the blue candle is going to be awesome for us. God, we have so much money. And nowhere to spend it. We only need one more cat piece, and we will actually be Guppy. So I'm looking forward to maybe making that happen. There we go. Now, something else in my mind that I'm kind of curious about. Maybe you guys have this experience too. What's with all of these really decent restaurants just removing all that is amazing about them? You know what I mean? So I went, my sister's birthday was today, and we went out to our habitual, traditional birthday dinner for my family, which is we went to the Chinese food place, P.F. Chang's, which we really like. We've been going there for years. And every time we go, it's as if something we enjoy was just taken off the menu. And it's really quite sad for us, because it's always something we really, really loved. Like, you know, my mom really loves the chicken and eggplant dish that they had. And all of a sudden, chicken and eggplant is no longer on the menu. They don't do that. Now, they do have an eggplant, and we had them add chicken to it, which it eventually turned, it basically was chicken and eggplant then. They did what we asked them to. But it was just this really sad thing. This thing that we love is no longer an option. We can't have this anymore. It feels so sad sometimes when some of that stuff happens. Hey, I haven't had $1 in a while. It feels sad. It really does. It's a moment that I dislike, and I don't understand it. We used to really like going to Chili's, and then all of a sudden Chili's just became. We used to love going, and what we would do is we'd play I Spy. That would be the big thing for us, and so we play I Spy while we were waiting, because Chili's always had these really awesome like stuff everywhere on the walls and everything, and they don't have it anymore. They took it all down. It's this very cold, really corporate thing now. It's really sad, and we are really displeased by it, honestly. It's just this thing that's just like, well, what happened? What happened to the fun? Yeah, they got a little more expensive, and the food doesn't feel quite as good, and maybe that's just, you know, maybe that's just us going, well, you know, it was better when we were kids. But it just feels like it just happened. All of a sudden, these places that we used to love. In the case of P.F. Chang's, I believe that we are warranted. Like, this is something that actually happened. But it's just these places that we used to love have all of a sudden lost these wonderful things we used to love about them. These awesome dishes, the awesome atmosphere. Just vanished without a trace. It's not a thing anymore. We don't care. It's a saddening thing. It's depressing. And I guess, you know, some of it is nostalgia, I guess. Another kick I've been on recently has been watching the Nostalgia Critic and going through his archives. Because, stupidly enough, some of the movies that I love most from my childhood are ones that he hits up. And, you know, so some of it's very likely nostalgia. I will admit that. You know, it may be that these things were not as good as I originally thought they were. I still have no idea what the marked rock is on this. I have to keep an eye out. Some of it might be nostalgia, but I don't think all of it is. I don't think we're talking about that much nostalgia here. When it comes to, you know, simple stuff like the food here used to be better. That just doesn't feel like nostalgia-y. When the reason you feel the food used to be better is because one of the dishes that you used to love is no longer even offered. That doesn't feel nostalgia-y. That feels like a legitimate complaint. There's not a lot of them, but it's stuff like that. At the same time, I sit here going, man, you know, you remove the stuff that made you important to us. But at the same time, I don't know if you've noticed, but a lot of these places are trying desperately to maintain an identity. They want to be special. And so, for example, you know, there was that big thing, you know, nobody was allowed to use the Happy Birthday song. And then all of a sudden, everybody's allowed to use it. But nobody still uses it because they want to be special and they want to have an identity. So what was very cool is that we had a guy, as it was my sister's birthday, so they have a guy who can beatbox Happy Birthday. And he did. It was very cool. We all really appreciated it. It was fun. The guy did a really professional job. It was done very well. So we loved that. That was cool as hell. But you know, and I remember some places used to have they used to sing Happy Birthday in different languages, or they had their own words and stuff like that. But it seems like a lot of these places are trying overly much to do that. Like, too much. You know, we have our own Happy Birthday song, we made up our own tune, and no place does it actually say the words happy and or birthday. But this is how we do it because we're different. Wow, that really sucked. Okay, what do you have? That doesn't do anything for me. What about here? Anything? Money. Do I want the pony? I don't think so. So yeah, it was just, you know... It's weird. We all sat there, and I think Chinese New Year's been over for a while, but they still have, like, this Chinese New Year's menu, and they have, some Chinese New Year stuff all around. And I'm just sitting there going, well, look, I understand your Chinese food, and you're trying to be as authentic as possible while not actually delivering much of an actual Chinese menu. But, come on. Like... I understand it's the year of the monkey, but do you have to actually have the monkey, like, alcoholic drink? Was that necessary? And they still have it up, and it's just kind of, it's you're trying to differentiate yourself so hard that you're being like everybody else who's trying to differentiate themselves. And not in a good way. Not in a good way. I think that's the saddening thing for me, is it's not that they're trying, it's that they're trying and they're not doing it well. Again, big ups to having a Chinese New Year menu, but there was not much in there. Also, that sucked. There just didn't seem to be a lot that, you know, screamed Chinese New Year, you know, Year of the Monkey, except for this new cocktail that I guess had something to do, or just had monkey in the name. This room sucks. Okay, I got it. Okay, this room's not bad. I can deal with this. There we go. And we just have to deal with this guy. So yeah, I don't know. I'm complaining a lot. It's a weird feeling. You know, it really is. I don't go out to eat much. My family in general doesn't go out to eat much anymore. And I think that's one of the reasons why we don't go out to eat much. Because there's no... A lot of the stuff we used to enjoy about eating out just doesn't really exist anymore. You know? Like, we used to love going out and having kind of this friendly atmosphere and good food that we would go back. You know, we'd go back and we'd get known. My family tends to be pretty good tippers, so we would get known for that. So generally, you know, the people, you know, the wait staff in general would know that, like, you get my family, you're gonna have a good night, because there's like always 6 or 7 of us. We order a lot of food. We tip well. So, you know, it used to be our night, and then all of a sudden it's not that the service has gone away, it's just that the stuff that we used to want to go for in addition to the service has gone away. So, just, oh, well, that happened suddenly. That's kind of sad. Okay, you two need to go away. That sucked. Get dragged into that shot. Can we please? Thank you. Okay. No idea where the boss is. Another noose. After I rant for 30 minutes about random shit. Come on. Where are you? Damn you. There we go. I have no idea where the boss is. There, okay, that was close. Oh god, okay. Tell you what, we're gonna do that. Excellent, that worked. That work? Excellent. We're not dead. Okay, there's the boss. I did not know that was there, by the way, so in case you were gonna ask. No, I didn't know that was there. Okay, I'm gonna have to... There we go. Okay, why are you not dead? Oh god, I hate eyeballs in this run. Okay. We're gonna have to fight another wave, that's fine. Oh, why did I let that happen? That was just real silly of me. Need one more. Oh, God. Okay. Mom's dead. Oh, we're going up. I didn't know we were going... I swear that seems like we're going down. Okay. Curse the blind. That's fine. I guess we'll go left first. This was obviously the wrong direction. Ow. Okay, stop spamming spiders at me. I don't like spiders. Damn it. Come on, one more. And I'm dead. You know, I completely forgot that I had extra lives. Okay, this is where we started the run. So hopefully we can do well here. We're going to have to go to that big room. I really kind of want to go in here and jump in here. Okay. Oh, we got a black market. What do we got in here? We don't know. Okay, let's just leave for a second. Man, I really wish Curse the Blind wasn't a thing right about now. Okay, I can probably get both these guys to pay out. What is this? Tammy's head. Not as useful as Blue Candle, I think. Alright, so we're getting money. So he's just gonna give me that. Can you give me health, please? I would really appreciate seeing. Helpful. I should have gotten that after getting one of these. You know, hindsight. Okay, let's get one. Blowing out. Oh, these are all shop items. Okay, well, let's go. Oop, don't want to go in there. Not helpful. Good pill, maybe? Nope.
Tears down.
I mean, not bad pill either, but not good pill. More options doesn't help me at all. We'll do it one more time, because I have a health right there. And have it. Doesn't help me, actually. Okay, let's go ahead and pick this up. Okay, let's continue exploring. What is this? Telepills randomly across the floor. Take out one first if we can. No? I really don't like where this is going. Can we take out one? I'd love to take out one. Okay, one's down. What I don't like is that the flies are potentially going to explode these guys in my face. Okay. Good. Helpful. Please. Not helpful. Okay, this is a completely not good room. Like, didn't go anywhere, not good room. Come on. Okay, so this was kind of a fruitless direction. Okay, this is fine. I'm okay with this. Don't want to go over there, but... Okay. Generally, these guys are poisoned. They poison each other. That's fine. Do not walk up. Okay, I almost hurt myself. Okay. Sorry, getting continuous messages from people about doing things and or stuff and maybe other things. Okay, good, good, good. And give me... Yes! Got a heart. Important. Oh god, now I have to deal with war. And it's a special war, too. Drops bombs. That's fine, I drop bombs, too. Okay, just chase me, war, that's fine. I mean, you can die on my creep, buddy. That's fine by me. Whew. Where am I gonna go? Let's go to the right. Wrong direction. One dead, two dead. No hearts. Okay, let's take a look for secret rooms. Okay, how about, right about here? Yes, okay. Anything good? Not, oh my god. No. No. Wow, that was a thing. Okay, there's the boss. Which I believe is the last thing I have to do in this entire run is fight this boss. Crap. The hardest thing. The hardest thing. These two spiders. Okay. We're gonna wait right here until my last bomb is up, and then we're gonna go in. We can do this. Okay, we can do this. Oh, it's been a while since I've had to face Isaac like this. Oh god, I don't want to deal with you. Oh god, no, no, nope. Okay. Come on, no more of that. Okay, where's it coming from? Okay. Okay. Disappear, please. Disappear, please. Damn it! Okay. 1 second. Try again. I gotta sit for about 30 seconds waiting for those bombs to come back online. Holy crap. Oh my god. Why? Why is this going the way it is? We got one more try. This really sucks, the way this is going down. Okay. Okay. Come on. Okay, wrap, get up here. Get me out of here, Mr. Wizard! No! Couldn't get close enough to the wall. I'll see you guys next time.